Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play the Langrisser, where we're no longer dragging out our speech. Now then, we have people to kill. We'll stop with this chap over here, why not? Now, actually bandits are going to be really bad at killing him because they will take about 9 casualties before they can even reach him due to his sword blast attack. Because of this, Erwin's going to get the job done. Doesn't matter how much damage Erwin takes, because Erwin will get healed up by Liana's Heal 2 spell. He takes 1 hit anyway. He shows up with a second shot. I'm sure I've said this before, but that is entirely a graphical glitch. The second shot does not deal any damage. And then Cherie has her side to deal with. I do want to try and get Haynes some experience if we can help it, but realistically that's not going to happen. We're going to find ourselves in a situation where if any unit is left on 1 HP, then Hayne will take it. Otherwise, Hayne's going to get nothing. But Hayne's used to that kind of treatment. His effectiveness is dropping down a little bit. Magic, of course, ruled everything early on. That's less true as the game progresses, but he will get some better spells. Notably, at his next class change, I believe he gets a pretty nifty spell. Should never underestimate the spells though. Even a 1 damage point spell is pretty useful. Reason for that being that if you're going up against a commander like Leon, who has 50 attack, you don't want to go in attack him when he has 10 points of HP. You can just knock off that 1 little point so he's down to 9, then he can't kill your commander no matter how well he does. Always handy to have a bit of magic lying about the place. Let's see if these archers can do anything. He's hoping that they can. You notice that Leon is now giving some fairly decent attack bonus. She is of her 4th class, so you can't be too surprised. But that's sufficient damage dealt, which means that these guys now will be able to actually reach the boss, well, I say boss commander, with a couple of them still alive. Maybe get the job done. If not, we have other groups ready. No, that does it. Very nice, that's both of their attacking forces defeated. You can't get back up because you charged forward and left all of your team behind. It wasn't a wise move, if we're being honest. Liana, if you please, get everyone back to fighting form. Heal 2, the incredibly powerful spell that only cost 4 MP, ridiculously cheap, ridiculously good. Not sure why they made it quite that good, but well, they have. It's not that good against a human opponent, but against the computer, wow, it's just stupid. When I say not very good against a human opponent, I mean when the computer has healed too. I'm not insinuating there is any kind of multiplayer to this game, because there isn't. It's a shame, but there's not. Anyway, we do need to move forwards without getting shot by that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Living life on the edge. You may as well go sit next to Erwin for a heal, since Leon's already used hers. Everything else may as well come up as much as it can. Can you reach? You can! You're welcome to have a ballista if you can kill it in one go. Somehow the enemy's got you beat, even though you have better stats in every possible respect. Well done, Hayne. We've come to expect an awful lot from you. But you can back it up with a second one. Should be able to pick yourself off a free kill there. We'll try to let Hayne snipe the commander down here with a ballista. And we will try our best to keep him alive just so that he can toss in a spell on Leon. The Valkyrie's still about, so even if he does go down, it's not the end of the world. But for now, we'll end the turn there. It's a bit too clustered to get Aaron to move forwards. Now, Royal Lancers, which are the units they both have, are probably the best units in the game. I think most people would agree. There's some other ones which are notable, but Well, you know, I like the Royal Lancers. I think they're very, very powerful. Not sure why Commander Mage is so intent on fireballing herself. She's using the spell like a blizzard spell, which is not necessary. You can target any tile, as I'm sure you've seen me do many, many times. Do not have to target yourself. It's the limit of the computer's AI, I'm guessing. But nonetheless, whatever takes the computer's fancy, we'll just leave them to do their thing. Optimistic to think you can take down 9 mermen who are sat in the water with their huge defense bonus. You weren't that far off, but still. I didn't count on that happening. Stand strong, Keith. Okay, block 2, 3, 4. I don't think any other ballistas are going to be able to reach him. So he will live, and we'll get him healed up next turn. Wasn't expecting that, I'll be completely honest. Bit of luck that we survived. Just a little bit. I mean, their attack is 27, we had not much defense. So we were lucky, but they would have been even luckier if they got all 10 hits. That would have been ridiculously good luck. Well, good for them, bad for us. So a fair result, I think, is the way to call that one. Hey, it's Scott! Now there's somebody we didn't expect to see. It's been a long time since we've seen Scott, hasn't it? It's good to see him come back. I'd completely forgotten he came back. In this video, well not video, this level. I know he came back at some point, but I didn't think he came back in the middle of a mission like this, so it's nice to see him. He's joined the entourage as well, that means he's back in the party. We can't control him ourselves. And he's brought along some Dragoons. Now, Dragoons are the Kalzath army, the Forces of Light, version of the Royal Lancer. 2820 versus their 3021. Okay. Kind of outclassed there, Scott. Scott is still a Silver Knight, level 4, like when we left him, but I get the feeling experience is about to come pouring in. Yes, here we go. Same thing that happened with Aaron, you remember that, right? Come to mass level up, so he's just getting a big chunk of experience. This was leveling up thousands of times. He's going to get a class change. Where are we going to take him? Well, Scott can abandon his horse and become a swordsman like everyone else. Or he can become a Highlander, that's the same class as Laird is. Not bad. Scott to me is always the horseman, so he's staying on his horse. On Scott he's going to be able to now purchase Dragoons. That's very handy. Any more level up? Yep, he's going to keep going. So Highlander is a 3rd level class, it's the same as pretty much everyone is. Apart from Liana. And he is level 4, that's the same as Lester. Push him joint bottom. Well done. I think it's also the same as Hayne. We'll get him in there. Dragoons will be able to... well, they'll be able to attack the enemy's units. They won't be able to successfully defeat them, but whatever. Be able to dent them slightly. Priorities are to heal up Keith, however. But it is nice to see Scott's return. He is now back in the team, back in the entourage. Hopefully he won't abandon us again. I don't think he does. So it's nice to have him on board. We're doing the healing now instead of before we attack, because I worry that if I move Keith in, he will be out of heal range. That'll be a complete disaster. But anyway, we're going straight in there because we have confidence the angels can kill everything. That will give us a good spread of influence, so we'll park ourselves there and start killing these guys. More clean sweeps by Keith. He's really been picking it up lately. Not sure why the angels had to attack down the hill. It's just a terrain thing. Little thing about the game that you've probably seen before, but we haven't mentioned, but you'll see it 4 times on the trot here. The game designates tiles, so you either have a floor tile or you are a wall tile. Because of this, the game can't understand elevation. Case in point, if you're stood here and your enemy is here, then you would imagine that this chap has the advantage. Unfortunately, that's a wall tile, so the guy on the wall has the technical advantage because he has the height. Now they've caught it in some places, and I see here is actually a place where they have caught it and they've given the wall 0% defense terrain advantage. However, in certain places you'll see the walls have 40% defense advantage, whereas the top of the wall, which is just flat, has 10% defense advantage. Which means the attackers actually have the advantage even though they're scaling up the outside of a moat, which doesn't make much sense. But there we go, they've caught it here, so kudos to them. Them being the programming staff who we slaughtered a short while ago. But well, we are making good progress through this one, and we got back up in the form of Scott that I didn't realise was coming, and I don't think we actually needed, but since he's here we'll welcome him back into the fold. That was a bit poor, Keith. What happened to your form? Seems attacking the one in the water had more defense than all the ones that had an actual defense bonus. No sense in that, but alright. Now comes the midway job of moving everybody forwards. Priority is to get Aaron forwards as pikeman. You may have to move out the way, Erwin, we'll see. Yes, you will. Just run backwards, man. Out the way. Get a bit of team reorganising here, but it's important to get Aaron going through first because we need him to form a nice wall of pikemen. Shuri can push up on the right hand side so long as she waits before she charges into combat. Now we do have an enemy left, of course. That commander on the left is still alive and she will cast a fireball spell on herself because she's an idiot. We will need to deal with the damage that creates, but that will be for another time. I'm going to be cutting the video off here. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.